A very good and wet, rainy morning to everybody. I'm your host with a beard, and today I am very excited to bring you a review of this 2021 Porsche Taycan. This is the RWD, so the rear-wheel drive version with 470 horsepower. So without further ado, let's jump right into the review. Check it out.
Thanks a lot to DCT Car for making this review possible. I will link their Instagram and their website down below in the description, so be sure to go and check them out.
Here she is, guys, the Porsche Taycan RWD rear-wheel drive, 470 horsepower electric beast. What a beautiful vehicle. Looks really good, aggressive from the front. You see this front lip here. From the side, you see that it's sticking out a little bit, like this. Makes the car look very sporty and aggressive. With the Porsche Matrix LED lights. You have these open areas here below or beneath the car for cooling the batteries when they get too hot. This is for the radar systems. And then parking sensors and everything, of course. And we have some active and real air vents here, so wind flows through here, goes over these flat wheels, and then goes in here again and exits through here, follows the line of the car, and then provides great aerodynamics. Side profile of the car looks really good, very sporty, and when you open the car, these door handles flip out. When you want to close it, do you just press it? No, I don't know. I'm not going to fiddle with it too much. Just going to close it like this. Gorgeous design. Flows all together really nice with the tinted windows in the back. And look at this rear end. How good does that look? Porsche Taycan. So you have the logo here. There is an option that you can get this logo blacked out, but that's pretty expensive. I think that's 200 or 300 euros just to get a black Taycan logo. And I like how the Porsche letters are kind of embedded in here in the lights. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna try to show you guys. You know, it's like a 3D lettering that you can see. Really beautiful. Excuse me, the car is all wet, bad weather today, just my luck, but hey. And of course, full LED lights. Looks just beautiful. Let me show you guys the trunk. So decently large for an electric vehicle. Look at this. You even got a bit of a load lip here. Some storage here for your cables, but decently large actually. And if you need more space, you can recline those rear seats. Look, and you got a cubby space over here to put some stuff, and over here. I'm surprised actually. And let's close it up like this. And you do not only have cargo space in the rear, but also in the front. And this is the Porsche key. Very beautiful. Feels weighty and expensive in your hands, as it should be with a car like this. And then you can open the frunk or the front trunk. So there's a lever over here. I always struggle with these things. And you have some decent space here as well, very deep. I think this is mainly for your cables and everything, but you can fit like a small suitcase in here or a small bag or whatever. Some groceries that you don't have space for in the front, or you don't want it to roll around and everything. Very nice. Not electrically closing from the front, so you just close it like this and press it. There we go. Very beautiful car. Now let's check out the interior of the Porsche Taycan. Open up the doors. The door handles are presented to you. Just open it up. Frameless windows, both in the front and in the back. Very nice and sleek design. Let's get into the car like this. Amazing. What a place to be in. The car automatically turns on when you sit in it, so no need to press a button. Gorgeous steering wheel, typical Porsche steering wheel with your various functionalities here. And I like it, these are like floating buttons. I don't know if you guys can see it. Like this, you can see my hand from here. So these are just sticking out like this, kind of a floaty design, same as on this side. And behind this beautiful steering wheel, we are presented with a gorgeous high definition digital screen. And you have all your information over here. You can just set the various functionalities you want. So you can just, as I am doing right now, so you have your G-force meter here. You have your max reset. I'm not going to do that, but let's go to the middle screen. You can have zoom, 3D map, and here you can also set some other information. Beautiful. Let's move to the middle screen. Let me go through as a guest, deactivate, and very large screen, looks beautiful, very responsive as well. Sorry, I zoomed in a bit too much. So you have your navigation screen here, very responsive. Let's go back here until we can see the map. There we go. Very responsive, barely any lag, kind of like a smartphone. Here you have your different car functionalities or information. Here you can set the drive mode of the car, so you have your range, which gives you optimal battery range, your normal mode, kind of like your comfort mode, and then you have sport, so you have all the power available of the car, which will drain the battery really fast. So this is your assistance, so for your basic help systems of the car. So, and this is your drive information, so how much you've driven, what you have spent from the battery. And then for your comfort, you can set all the functionality of your chair, so you have your seat heating right here, and then all your other functionalities. And this is for your notifications if you have your phone connected to the car. Gorgeous screen. Nice vent design. I'm sorry. Nice beautiful vent design. You can't control it manually. It has to go through this screen right here, which I'm not kind of a fan of, because you know these things should be controlled manually. It takes too much attention off the road, but still. Also a high definition screen. You can set your temperatures. You have your shortcut buttons here for your navigation, your music, your phone, and everything. This pad here also controls the screen above here. So if you pay attention to this screen, I am just moving along my finger, and then you can go down. This is a screen with haptic feedback, so you feel like a little click, and you can click it as well, but it's kind of unhandy and not that intuitive. A swivel wheel would have been more intuitive and easier to use. Here you can just use the touchscreen itself immediately. It's way easier, so no need to bother with this touchpad actually. Moving along, you have, typical for Porsche, these cars, you have your two cup holders, and then you have your middle console. I don't know exactly how to open it up. There we go. You can see I'm a Porsche noob. We have a small storage space here, nothing too special, nothing too big. Some USB-C ports and a 12-volt socket over here. Close it up. It's actually very well built, very gorgeous. You have your storage space here underneath this, and we kind of have a floaty design again right here. There is an option that you can choose this to be a screen as well for your passenger. This car doesn't have it, so it's just a blank screen. Very high quality, expensive materials. You have like this kind of a leather inlay on the dashboard. Looks really good. Very well built. No cheap plastics anywhere, even right here. This is great to rest your knee against. Very well built. These seats are amazing. They look beautiful. Look at this profile from the side. Gorgeous. And let me take my GoPro out of the way a little bit. and they look just gorgeous. They support you really well. Very sporty seats, supportive seats, and comfortable. And now let's check out the space in the rear of the Porsche Taycan. Small door, doesn't open up that wide, but still I think access is easy. Yes, very easy. So this seat has been set to my driving position. I'm about 5'10", 5'11", and I have enough knee room. I got about this much headspace left. It's not a lot. For me it's good, but people over 6 foot are not going to be comfortable right here unless you slouch down a little bit, but that's not good for longer journeys. You can opt this car with 3 seats, so this car doesn't have it, just 2 seats over here, but you can have a middle seat as well. I wouldn't really bother unless you have 3 children that can sit here, because the middle seat is not going to be comfortable at all. This thing is pretty hard. You can use it as a armrest. Kind of weird that they put these cup holders here without covering them up, because your arm is going to get in these. These seats are reclinable, so when you need more cargo space, very comfortable seats, I have to say that. Gorgeous seats, they look good, very high quality, very nicely padded and very comfortable. So 2 adults are going to be just fine in here as long as they're not too large. So we have some storage space in the door bins, carpeted of course, not too large here. In the front you have a larger door bins, both on the passenger side and on the driver's side. You can see my drink right there. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. These are the sports seats, so you don't have any storage right here. But you have like a little space here with kind of a rubber matting to put your phone or anything. And then you have some vents over here as well for the people in the back. This car has the Bose sound system fitted to it, which sounds really, really good. All right, now let's get this Porsche Taycan on the road and see how it drives. My first time ever driving a Porsche, and it's an electric one. What a time to be alive. Anyways, first thing that I noticed immediately is the position. The seating position, the steering position, it's so sporty. It's really low to the ground, and the car handles phenomenally. The steering has so much feedback. You have immediate feedback. When you turn the wheel, you know instantly where they're pointing at. Very sporty driving experience. The suspension is kind of hard. It's not a soft suspension. I'm driving along in comfort mode right now, and you can feel almost everything. It's not uncomfortable, but it's a sporty setting. This car has a rear-wheel drive, but it's pretty planted on the road. Today it's wet, and I don't notice any wheel slip. It's a very heavy car though, that you feel, especially when braking. While driving, you have kind of this feeling, and it's a fake feeling, that the car is nimble and very, you know, you can throw it around corners or anything, but you cannot do that, trust me. You have a nice overview over the road. Although you are sitting a bit low, you can put these seats a little bit higher. It doesn't make too much of a difference. You do notice these 2 bulges in the front while you're driving, of the hood of the Porsche, so you do know that you're driving something special. Yeah, it takes these turns very well, very well. Nice. No body roll whatsoever. You hear like this kind of a hum going by. There is a significant amount of tire noise. This car is sitting on 20-inch rims, which you are going to feel. And again, it's not an uncomfortable ride at all, but it's just sportier than your average electric car, sportier than a Tesla, sportier than an Audi e-tron GT, which I drove as well. And although that car is also a bit of a sporty setup, it's more leaning more towards a comfort of the driver, and this one is leaning more towards a sporty driving experience. The cockpit is a very special place to be in. You have this nice high definition screen right in front of you, giving you all the information. I have the G meter turned on right now, and then you have your navigation map over there, but you can also project it in front of you. This car does not have a heads-up display, which is kind of a shame, because this is a €100,000 plus a car, and it does not have a feature that a 30,000 euro car or less already has from factory, which is kind of a shame. But then again, we are used to that from Porsche because they charge you for everything. You get a basic car which drives well, but if you want the ultimate driving experience, you're gonna have to pay. The power delivery is really smooth, and I'm gonna test out the full power of this car when I have a nice stretch of road in front of me like I have right now. Okay, let's floor it. Whoa. Whew. Oh my god. that was pretty fun. Wow, this car is really quick. There was no wheel spin, although this car is rear-wheel drive, and the weather is so bad today. The roads are so wet because it's been raining all morning. It stopped now a bit, but the roads are wet. There was no wheel spin. I don't know how they're doing it. Must be good tires on this car, but a very solid drive. The car feels very planted on the road. There is no body roll. Let's floor it again. Oh, whew. This is dangerous. This car is so dangerous. So easy to get up on speed. Okay, so how is all-round visibility in the Porsche Taycan? Well, in the front it's great. You have no obstruction at all. You do see these two bulges here in the hood of the Porsche because of the styling of the car, but it doesn't block your view or anything. You just gotta get used to it. You do sit pretty low in the car, so you feel that you're low to the ground. Rear view visibility is really bad, and that is because of the rear view, not the mirror, the window. The rear view window is really sloped and it's small, so visibility there is not the best. Plus you have a huge blind spot there on the C-pillar, that is, if I'm not mistaken. It's really thick and the car arches up from behind a little bit. So for maneuvering around town, for finding parking spots, it is best that you fit the 360-degree camera because you are going to need it in this car. This specific car is not equipped with it, which is weird. This car should have it as standard. It does have a rear view camera and then some parking sensors, which are good, but you do need the 360-degree camera in this car, trust me, if you do not want to scratch your paint or your rims. I'm on a nice country road here and let's have some fun. Oh my. Whew. Wow. Wow. Why is this car so fast? And this is not even the fastest. You have a Porsche Taycan Turbo S, which has like 670 horsepower or 700 horsepower or something. And that one must be insane. But it's also extremely expensive. So what are my final thoughts about this car? Well, I like it. I love it. It's a great electric vehicle. It's expensive. It's I think the price point is kind of on par with the Audi e-tron GT. But although the quality of the e-tron GT is really good, I like the quality of this car a tad bit better. It's the same company, Audi and Porsche, of course. But this car is a bit sleeker. It has a bit more prestige. It has the Porsche badge, which everybody wants. This car can be calm and relaxing to drive, but if you want it, just press the pedal like this. Oh. And then it turns into a beast. But overall, a very solid car, a very expensive feeling car, very luxurious ride. And I think if you're driving this, you're gonna have a smile on your face every day, commuting between work and home. You're gonna have long distance traveling with this car as well. When it was fully loaded, it had about 400 kilometers of range. I think realistically, you can get between 300 and 350, which is kind of on par with other electric vehicles of this caliber, of course. Anyways guys, this was it for today. It's starting to rain heavily. I'm going to bring back the car to the dealership, although I do not want to. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Remember to subscribe, like and comment down below what car you would want me to review next. I have a whole bunch of cars lined up, some reviews that are pending, some reviews that I am editing. So I will see you guys next time. Until then, and drive safely.